Hey, boys and girls, welcome back to your favorite podcast. It's the Speakeasy Drink Better group here, coming back with you with another great episode tonight. We're sitting here with Edelweiss and I. Just John's taking a little break tonight. He's had another event. But we were sitting here hanging out, and we thought we'd just record something interesting for you guys to kind of put out there. And as always, we're always trying to connect with you.
And can you guys believe it's already officially fall? I can't believe it. I can't believe it's October. Kind of is my favorite time of year, even though I claim to be a summer baby. I absolutely love the fall, especially up here in the Northeast. We get the great sweater weather, and I get to decorate for Halloween, which some people may know I am a huge fan of Halloween. And the Bee Bar already got a little taste of Halloween down here. As you can see, I got a little sprucing of Halloween decor.
Little stirs with skulls on them. I mean, yeah, literally Halloween has taken over the Bee Bar and the rest of the house of it. So,
True. It also is a great opportunity to create those fall cocktails that we all love. And I get to also do a little spin on Halloween cocktails. I know we have a party coming up, and I can't wait to come up with new recipes for this year's party. So stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. One of these episodes, we're probably going to do
some of those recipes with you guys.
And we'll talk through that, because usually for those parties, we'll pull a couple cool recipes together and we'll batch them just to make it a lot easier. And that's another thing we should talk about later.
Yes, that'll be in another episode. We have that pending for you guys. Yeah. To show you how to batch your beverages / cocktails for bigger parties.
But let's get back to something more interesting for tonight's episode. So tonight, we kind of wanted to talk to you guys about tastings and events. We have gotten to a point where we're going out and going to all these different kinds of whiskey tastings. We're just at one this past weekend.
Which we're already getting invited as the Speakeasy Drink Better podcast. So shout out to the Whiskey Washback for extending an invitation. They were also gracious enough to give us a promo code for our audience. You guys probably saw that in some of our stories. I don't know if anybody got
to make it to it, but it was a great event. It was actually in New York City. It was last Friday. I mean, really top notch. But I think them and a lot of these other events who do a great job. There's something really, really, my favorite part about it is there's a bunch of things. First things first, of course, this was a whiskey event. And if you're a whiskey lover, you're walking into a spot where it's whiskey overload, right? And to me, it's about, doesn't make a difference where you are in your whiskey journey. You could be, a novice or a great expert, but there's always something new to learn.
And there is. The crowd is definitely mixed. There's people that probably had never tasted bourbon or whiskey. It's probably their first time. And some people that their palates are very well trained in the whiskey world. But it's a great opportunity, like Alex was saying, for people to sample, to taste, to get out there, to network. For us, it was, part, the fun part, tasting, and also networking. But there's a ton of them, more than we probably, even us, probably know. There's probably like every weekend or every other week, there's different whiskey and or spirits festivals, expos going around. I know in the tri-state area, but honestly,
they're across the United States. I think the Whiskey Washback has one coming up in Chicago.
They have one in Dallas.
But I think Chicago's coming up November or something. I think I saw it on the web page. If you guys have a chance, look up Whiskey Washback. I think we'll post something on the page. They were really spectacular, welcomed us over to the last event. But I mean, wherever you are, there's always going to be some kind of event for you to try.
And if you are not a whiskey person, not to worry, there's also a ton of food. I know I'm both a whiskey lover, but also a big foodie. And I have to say, they did a really good job with the food. They definitely didn't forget about that part. They didn't forget that people are going to be drinking and you need to have something to hold you over.
They had some chicken sandwiches the other day, which we got to get the name. And hopefully the guys from Whiskey Washback could tell us who had those chicken sandwiches the other day on Friday. But those were the hit of the night. Those and the tacos. The tacos were spectacular. I mean, all the food was great, but there were some standouts. The chicken sandwich and those tacos were good. And then there was some peanut butter cookies from the girls I think they were from Brooklyn. They had these peanut butter and chocolate cookies that were also to die for. But
and aside from just the whiskey tasting part of it, you could also sample cocktails, right? I know I had a really good espresso martini. Some people were claiming it was a little strong.
yeah, it was pretty
Not
good.
for me, honestly, because I'm a huge espresso martini person, as you guys know. But yeah, it was a well-rounded event. I think it had a little bit of everything. Mostly whiskey, obviously, but it was just
But it was whiskey.
Night,
it was the world of whiskey. So just to give everybody an example, on average you can buy a bottle of whiskey. It could be the price range is huge. But you're starting around for a decent bottle, $50, $60 a bottle, and upwards to it can be $100, $200, $300, you name it. It can really soar pretty quickly. But so think about it. If say average $100 a bottle that you go in. Unless you're willing to spend. We have a great collection and we love it. We do it because it's more of a passion and we enjoy it. But if you're not sure what you want, it's kind of a great place to go in and say, listen, there's hundreds of bottles for you to buy. For you to buy 200 bottles at $100, that's $20,000 of investment. Do you really want to do that?
The other thing that I really enjoy about doing side by side, if you could say, tastings or sampling of whiskeys is that it's a good way to compare one to the other versus like you might have a whiskey at a bar like one time, but then a month later you're gonna taste another one. Like sometimes you don't recall which is which. It's good to have them compared, one after another.
Or if you're at somebody's house who has a selection, but most times you're not going to be in that situation. So you're going to try someplace and go someplace else. And then sometimes you also got to remember there's also different batches. And there's some people who are really deep experts around certain types of whiskeys, locations, batches of where they're coming from and the differences and the intricacies. But aside from that, there's just so much out there for you to try and taste, right?
And we have Alex has put together this little big lineup of some of the brands, I would say, that companies that were being represented at Whiskey Washback. I would say I can recognize 3 out of the
Really? Only
6.
3? Wow.
No. Hold on. Let me finish. 3 out of the 6 that are up there are actually from New York.
Correct.
Hamilton, which is located in Brooklyn, as is Widow Jane. And then Little Rest is made by 10 Mile Distillery, which is up in the Hudson Valley.
If you guys have a chance, these guys really have a spectacular property. I don't know if we've talked about it, but man, they really have done it.
Yeah, you know what? You and I need to talk about it. When are we going back?
Yeah,
it's
we met
been
last time. It
almost
was last year. And
yeah,
we were up there and
we went end of October.
Joel took us around. The property is spectacular.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
The grounds are, even if you're not into whiskey, I strongly suggest that you pay a visit. It's just worth a visit.
It's worth for a cocktail, sit out there.
The drive up there.
Well, then even his grounds. The grounds
beautiful.
They got fire pits outside. There's food trucks.
There's a food truck.
It's beautiful. And just the installations inside.
Yeah,
it is
they did a spectacular job with that place.
And I think the service was great. So we went, we had a great drink there, great conversation.
Oh my God, the bar is gold.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
So beautiful.
And it was supposed to be like an hour visit, and I think we were there 4 or 5 hours. We literally pretty much were there the whole day. But
yeah, we lucked out with Joel.
Yeah, it was really spectacular. He did a greto job. So shout out to 10 Mile. We'll show you guys. If you have any questions, send us a message. We'll give you some more details around if you're interested in going up to the Hudson Valley. But there's a lot of other cool spots. And I don't know if we'll do an episode. We probably should do an episode of Hudson Valley. There's a bunch of good places.
Yes, because as we were just talking about, last year we did a visit end of October, which was, I think we couldn't have picked a better weekend to go because the weather was just superb. And it was right at the peak of the fall foliage. So we got to see it in all its glory. Something that was big on my New York bucket list. I really wanted to see that fall foliage, and we were so lucky that we got such great weather. It came a little later last year, so it kind of worked out for us.
It's coming close. We have some rain today, so the rain should help.
It also
coming around the changing
turning out to be quite slow this year.
Hopefully we can squeeze something to go up there. But getting back to the bottles that we put out today, this is just a small. You said there was 3 from New York, but there's a couple of other ones up
from Ireland there.
I put the Irishman in. I just wanted to talk about the different selection, but 3 from New York. This one over here from Bardstown. Bardstown had a very, very big setup, really nice. I mean, if you have a chance to visit Bardstown, another level. We've talked about it. We have talked
about it previously. It really is something out of this world. It's so unique, so one of a kind, and I mean, their whiskey is
very, very good.
It's just an added bonus. It's very good.
So we've got some other ones there. We've got the Baker's. They had a Baker's 7. This is a Baker's 13, but the 7 was very nice.
Which is made by Jim Beam.
So Jim Beam had a big setup.
A big portfolio of
10 Mile.
brands.
This is just a small selection of the stuff that we have here that was there. But it was really just an exquisite event. And like we said, there's events around the area. I know there's another one coming up I sent you the other day in New York City, and it's, I think, at the Marriott Marquis, right? New York Marquis, right? The Marriott Marquis.
Yeah.
In a couple weeks. And that one's really around whiskey and also spirits, and I think they're covering mezcal, so it's a little bit more bigger gamut. I think the price tag was a little bit heavier, but.
And good thing you mentioned mezcal. The other thing I want to point out is that there aren't we're not here just to tell you that there are only whiskey festivals or expos. There's expos or festivals of pretty much every spirit under the rainbow.
Yeah, and just to give you guys another thing, we're part of a bunch of clubs. There's another good club in New Jersey, which is the NJ Agave Club. They do a great job. They've been going for a couple years. They've got a big following. They're doing a ton of great stuff with tequila. And is it Rich, right? Yes. Rich runs the club, and he does a great job as well. So shout out to Rich and that team for all the great work. But, so if you're not into the whiskey scene, find out some of these other great
whatever floats your boat, whatever your spirit of choice is, just make sure to, find out a little bit more about, and you'll be surprised at how many events are happening around, all the time. And they're just great, even if it's just to go for a good time, for whatever reason.
Well, this one had a great thing. They actually had guys rolling cigars. I mean, it was a full gamut. There was desserts. They had a Guinness stand. They were pouring fresh Guinness.
Yeah, you're right.
So it wasn't just. And
the venue too. They picked a very beautiful venue, the Bowery Hotel in Lower Manhattan. Very beautiful. Yeah, it was beautiful. I mean, we stayed afterwards.
But it was Friday night. The weather last weekend was spectacular. It was an 80-degree, and at night they had a rooftop terrace.
The terrace.
Everybody was hanging out there. There was, it was packed. There was a lot of people. Overall, it was good. There was a lot of space. It was just a lot of people. There was a bunch of folks smoking cigars, having a good time outside. So listen, how bad can it be? You're sitting on a rooftop in New York City, drinking great whiskey, eating tacos, and smoking a cigar. Hey, life was good.
Sign me up.
Sign me up. Everybody had a great time.
All right, guys. So we're going to sign out of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, subscribe, like, follow, share. Thank you for watching.
Most importantly,
always remember to drink better responsibly.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.